Here are a few highlights from our October 2020 panel event. Experts shared stories about self-advocacy and answered questions from the audience. Thanks so much to everyone who attended.
Over the course of the summer when COVID-19 hit and came to Canada and then progressed here to the island, as we all know it has. One of the people that I'm best friends with, he had a situation with his home share situation. And at the time, it was around the end of March, early April or so. And I hadn't been able to partake in any work or being involved in anything. And as many advocates like myself naturally do, we like to do, be supportive and helpful of individuals that we know, or, being involved with our community. And when COVID hit, it sort of put the brakes on that. So when I got asked to support my best friend in helping him transition to a new home share providing situation, it was a bit rocky at the start because there was some misunderstandings in terms of communication between himself and the home share provider. And it took, some calls that were made to CLBC to sort of sort it out and explain the situation as to why it was changing.
And to me, you just have to keep on going, keep on fighting. Tell them, this is not right. You don't want these times, so it works. That's one that people could do is keep on fighting for something like that. When I live in Cranbrook, at the police station, they never have a ramp. Never. A ramp for wheelchair or strollers or walkers. And Mike and I said, well, we need to get this a ramp now. And people said, no, we tried many years and no, and we never got up and we got one in.
And at that point, the buses were not running past, I think, 6 o'clock on Sundays or something like that. It was like really early, and a lot of people relied on the bus. People with and without disabilities. It was kind of like the talk of the town of, I wish somebody would change it. I wish somebody would change it, but nobody really did anything. So our group decided to talk to City Hall. So we had a phone call with City Hall to ask if we could talk at one of their open meetings. And they said that anyone was welcome and that we will be put on the agenda. And then a bunch of us went to City Hall and got to talk in front of the mayor and council and all that stuff. About why it was important to us. And we got to share some personal stories about what it would mean and what we could do on Sundays, like visit friends, go to hockey games.
I'm very independent, as I do not like to be job coached at a job because that's very annoying to me, but it's up to you if you want to have one or not. But I find that very annoying to be talked at with the job coach and the employer. I think for me that isn't right. And I actually independently moved here from Kamloops. I like it here because I get to do more, and I didn't like the handy dart service. And I did not know how to take the bus there because they had buses with steps anyways when I was in Kamloops.
I always had a sense for wanting to right the wrong in any situation for as long as I can remember. So when I was a young adult, I wanted to start my own business, running the Kamloops Self-Advocate newsletter to help spread disability awareness around all disabilities, including mental health issues from around the world and locally as well. I thought it would be a great way to be an advocate for those with challenges too. But I came across a roadblock. I had many workers who really knew me that were on my side. Many support workers knew I could do it and would make it a success. But one support group was not so supportive. One worker did not think I could do more than distributing flyers. This was a real roadblock because I needed a referral from her for Community Futures to help me get started. Community Futures was needed to teach me how to get ads to support the newsletter and to help me get up a price list for the ads. So one worker worked with me in getting the first newsletter up and running. There was a lot to learn about producing a newsletter.
When I first started going to school, I started. I wasn't doing very well, so they think my learning center teacher and my principal didn't think I was eligible to get the high school diploma, the Dogwood diploma. So I had to fight to I had to show and prove and fight for my own rights to get the right supports, because I was against any support for the first couple of years in school. So I had to fight on my own for the right supports that I needed. I even got my cousin he took a lot of time out of his days. He was going to SFU for his master's degree, Bachelor of Sciences. So he took a lot of time out of his day. Thank you, Chris, for that. And I also had to fight to get an extra SEA counselor and a tutor to help me like during lunch and during breaks. So in the end, I had to prove myself so I can earn this, which is well accurate. So where's my high school diploma? Right here.
Yeah,
This is my Dogwood diploma, and this is my that's my principal right there.
I just wanted to readdress of like if things are not working out and people are not listening to your suggestions, to what you want to advocate for yourself, just try again. And if one person doesn't go or listen, then go to the next person, and then go to the next person. And if they don't listen, go to the next person. And then that will build an army, you could say, of supporters. And then they can also spread the word of, basic human rights, to gender equality, to the LGBTQ community, to the Indigenous community, to the disability community.
We hope you'll join BC People First at our next panel presentation and take part in the live Q&A with experienced self-advocates and mentors from across British Columbia.